If you be the cash, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be a few.
Hello guys, welcome back to my video. In this episode today, we'll be doing a girl talk video. Just know I'm not perfect or anything. This is just like, I've been wanting to do this, like it's been on my heart too. So, I'm just giving you guys, advice, things you should know. I'm only in my 20s. I'm only 20, so I'm still learning and growing, experiencing life things. But I'm going to talk to you guys, give you guys some advice, talk about my experience with things, and yeah. So I hope I'm very much helpful to anyone out here that's, they may be a teenager or in their 20s or anything like that. So let's get started with this video. I have some topics down on my phone that I feel like I need to talk about with you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is friendships, what I learned, what I experienced, and things with drama. So, as me, going to college or whatever, I went to college in 2022 after I had graduated because I was a 2022 graduate. So, I went to college and I wanted to, make a friend group because I never had one. Being in high school, I was really to myself. I wasn't really, talking to people or whatever. So, I really I had a few people I talked to or whatever. But in college, college has taught me a lot of things. So, being in college or whatever, I won a whole bunch of friends my first year of college. And I got a whole bunch of friends. I did. I feel like I have learned so much about friendships that, I have more time to grow my life for the friends. But I want friends that, that's going to understand when I need my time alone, or be there for me when I need them through everything. And I feel like in this day of age, in this life, we have hard times finding friends because I feel like everybody, it's a race. Like the friendship is so race. Like you have to beat them to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, or you're not good for the friend, or there's jealousy, or there's this or that and the third. And I feel like as a friend, you should want the best for your friend. You and your friend should want the best for each other. You should be able to communicate with each other. You should be able to come to each other when things are going on with the friendship. You should both take accountability and mistakes that you guys made. And I feel like a friend should come show up for you. And I feel like, in this life, every year for my birthday, I invite people, and if they don't show up for me, I'm showing up for myself, because I feel like, I'm gonna show up for myself. I'm gonna be my big supportive. Be my big support, because I feel like as I'm getting older, I don't want any type of friends around me anymore, and I learned the type of friends I want around, and I learned the friends who I have to let go. And I learned that as you on your, I'm on my journey right now, and that, the people that's with me right now may not be here for a long time. People are here for a life, and people are here just for a season. I did. So, yeah, but I just through the whole thing, I'm a person which I need my time by myself. And, some people, they like to be around their friends a lot. And I like being by my alone time. And I really wasn't really setting boundaries with people. But I feel like I was just okay, let me be around them a lot. Let me be around them a lot. Let me do this. Let me, which I was trying to explain to them how I felt or whatever about things. But I just feel like, they wasn't really understanding or whatever. So, I've had several friendships, but some of these friendships just, we outgrow, or, we on different paths in our life. And the path I'm on in my life is, I'm working on myself, I'm growing, I'm learning new things by experience. I'm just focusing on myself right now. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, you would know your friends. Your friends will be there with you through everything, through good and bad. And you should never have to question your friendship. You know, friends show up for their friends. And you know what I learned is everybody is not going to be like you. Like, you know, your friend will reach out to you. Your friend can't do this. But I really learned this year, I learned that, you know, you can't keep your friends around. You cannot keep trying to fight for a friendship. And being me, I thought I had a friend that was going to be there in my lifetime. But just things didn't work like that. I feel like I have, like me, I'm a genuine person. I want genuine friends. But I can't fight for friendships. And I'm not going to be like, I feel like you cannot reach out to me when it's beneficial for you. Like, when you need this, when you need that, or anything with any friend. If you have to constantly reach out to your friend all the time and your friend don't show up for you, or when you're going through something you don't hear from them or anything like that, that's your cue to go. That's your cue to just step back, fall back, distance yourself. Even if you try to communicate to them and tell them how you feel and they just, you know, they're not hearing you out. You have to step back from the friendships. I feel like as we grow and learn, we're gonna, you know, one day we're gonna find them genuine friends who's gonna show up for you, who you're gonna be able to talk to, who's gonna be there when you down, or when you go through a heartbreak, or when you do this or that, or when you need someone. You're gonna feel like we're eventually gonna meet them friends that we need. So, you know, yeah. So if you have a friend that's, you know, that's not there for you, or you feel like you cannot go to them when you need them, because I get everybody be busy, but friendships take time. And if you've been with that person that long, and you know they're not valuing your friendship, and you have to reach out to them, and when you're going through something, they're not there for you, and they only reaching out when it's beneficial for them, then you just need to let them go. You need to cut them ties with them. Because my thing is, I'm getting grown. I'm growing up, and I'm not about to teach no grown up how to be no friend anymore. I feel like, you know, you should know how to be a friend. You should know what a friendship is. You should value your friendship just like you value your relationship. You don't forget your friends. So that's what I have to say on that. With drama, me, I'm not like, you know, I don't like drama, whatever. I used to kind of, you know, be talking about people with other people because they're bringing drama around me. But like, no more. I don't really like that drama stuff. You know, I like to have friends where we can, you know, go out together, do brunch together, you know, talk about life, talk about what, you know, what we have going on in our life, like our dream, our goals. Yeah, so I really like, that's something I really like, but I do not like the drama at all. I don't even like to be around it. My dating experience. In high school, I dated people, but I really didn't like date a lot of people. Like, you know, I was just talking to people, seeing how things would go or whatever. But I feel like, you know, whatever you date, girl, boy, you know, whatever you date, you're accepted here on my page. But me, like, getting out of high school, you know, trying to date, it was hard for me. And it's hard for anybody. You know, I'm learning, like, you know, not just for plus size girls, but it's very hard out here today. Like, you know, it's hard to meet the genuine person that you want. It's just hard out here for us, and hard for anybody. I feel like me, I have been the kind of heart I have. People, I used to, you know, let people take advantage of me, and I used to just settle for things and allow things, and it started to get draining to me. You know, I used to question, like, why dating just don't work for me. And it's not that it just don't work for me, but it has to deal with, you know, I'm a person I like to, you know, I like to heal people. I can admit, and I have taken accountability that I'm working on. But I cannot heal anyone. Like, I feel like you have to come healed, and even if there's something that you have to still work on. But I feel like me being in high school, it was hard for me. I didn't get as like people that you know, being in high school and my dating life, dating people, just it always has been hard for me, because I feel like people these days, I get everybody have their own preference of things, but I feel like if a person, these are signs, if the person is not like treating you right or whatever, you need to go. Like, I don't care if it's like, my thing is, if you want to be with somebody, you're going to put that time and effort. If you're interested in that person, you're going to put that time and effort. Like, you're going to take the time to call them out the day. You're going to take the time to take them on dates. You're going to take time to make them a part of your routine through the day. I feel like they're giving you excuses. Like, if they're not, if they go on 24 hours without talking to you, or even longer than that, if they cheating, or if they even, if you have to question it, they're not for you. They're not for you at all. So you need to let them go. Quick. So, me dating, I have learned a lot of things, and I understand that my standards are high, but I'm not lowering my standard for any person at all. Not anybody who I have dated, or my person who's coming, but I can admit that I have been, in my life, sometimes I see a lot of people dating. But yeah, so I feel like, if a person truly care about you, they're going to put their time in. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Also, back to that, my fault. Back to dating. Can admit that I always have, have been like, everybody want love. And, what I've been learning is, if you keep having, I have failed talking stages a lot. Like, and, I've been learning, like, things take time, and, you have to, if things just don't work out, you have to just focus on yourself, learn you, work on things that you need to work on, because, it can be you and the person fault, reason why y'all didn't work, but I feel like, when you learn yourself, you work on yourself, that's your time for you to work on yourself, learn you, focus on you, and I learned that you cannot go out looking for love, because you will get anything from anyone. And I feel like you have to, let love come to you naturally, because I just feel like if you let love come to you naturally, then, there'll be a better person for you. Like, that might be your person, So I'm learning to, not look for love and let it come to me when I'm ready to date again. Right now, I'm not currently dating anyone, because I just feel like it's time for me to work on myself and, learn how to be a better person for myself. The next thing I want to talk about, but that's everything right there on the dating, clothing experience. For you girls that know, all my girlies that is plus size out here, you already know how it is for us, I'm sick of it. For real, it's getting on my nerves. Like, for anybody that shop on Shein, shop on the online websites, you know how it is. I feel like Shein, they just, like, Shein, I love Shein because I've been able to find some things on there for me. I'm discovering, like, styles right now that I want to try. I want to learn how to, dress more classy and, modest and elegant, because I feel like, that's what I want to do. So, for clothing experience, you can go to the store and you can't really find nothing for real, because they barely have anybody's size these days. They barely have my size. So I have to go take my butt online, and they barely be having a good clothes for anybody, for the plus size girlies, if you know. Like, this just don't be adding up. For the other girls that's not plus size, they got all the good clothes. But for us big girls, the struggle be real to find some clothes for us that's nice and, you know, that we'll look good in and, you know, look comfortable in. So I feel like somebody need to make a clothing online website for the plus size girlies, because it's getting on my nerves. Literally, I go on Shein looking for outfits. It don't even come in my size. And you know, I used to order my clothes in 4XL because I don't like, me as a person, I don't like tight fitted clothes. And in high school, you know, I was insecure bad. I didn't like, you know, I used to hide myself a lot because, you know, people had brought me down in my lifetime, and they really, you know, I used to want to hide myself because I felt like I wasn't pretty enough, or, you know, I was scared of my body. But not no more, girl. I'm gonna put my beautiful self in clothes, in good clothes, and I want to look good for myself. And that's some wet periods. The next topic I want to talk about is self-love / self-care. I feel like, you know, back to, you know, what I was previous talking about, my experience in self-love, you know, I haven't always, you know, been, you know, loving myself, you know. In high school, I wouldn't like dress up. I would wear hoodies all the time because of the way I felt about myself. You know, I felt like, you know, people used to talk about me and pick on me about my weight, and it really like affected me in high school in my years. So, you know, it'd be hot outside and I have a jacket on because, you know, people gonna talk about me, and it just hurt my feelings. And I just felt like, you know, I wasn't pretty enough because all the other girls wore this, or they looked better than me, or my butt not that big, or I'm like, you know. So I just, you know, for a long time, it took me a long time to really like want to love myself. So my last year of high school, I got in therapy. And therapy has really like changed my life for real. Like, it really has. And I just started, you know, working on, you know, affirmations. Like, you know, every morning before I got up, I would affirm myself like, oh, you're beautiful, you know, remember this. I started reading like motivational and growth books because I really like those books. So yeah, it took me a long time. I wrote things that my therapist had me to write down, things I didn't like about myself and stuff I do like about myself. And I started like trying new clothes. I started coming out my shell a little bit. It took me some time because I just didn't love myself. I just didn't like the way I looked. I used to wear big baggy clothes all the time, you know, because that's just how I feel about myself. That's how I seen myself. Because, so, you know, I started like, during my last year of high school, during the summertime, I started trying new clothes, like wearing crop tops and wearing certain clothes, like wearing more dresses and showing my skin for myself. So yeah, it always been hard for me to, you know, learn how to love myself. It took time, because I always felt like I wasn't like perfect enough for anybody, or I felt like I just wasn't pretty enough or anything like that. So yeah, it took me some time with it, but I feel like if you're struggling with that, you know, I feel like therapy is a good way to work on it. Even if you have to, you know, go on Pinterest, or, you know, figure out a self-care plan or a self-love plan to help you, you know, to be able to love yourself. You can do daily affirmations. You can read books. I feel like books is a good way. Daily affirmations, you know, journaling. Even trying, you know, even though trying an outfit you wasn't like an outfit you wouldn't wear, get out your comfort zone a little bit. Try a little, you know, go buy yourself a cute outfit, you know, that you never wore, and see how you like it. And I feel like as you grow and as you know, do those things constantly, you would start like, okay, I know I'm beautiful. I don't care about what they got to say about me. So I feel like that ties into validation. In my life, I have been, you know, worrying about other opinions. Oh, what you think about this, or what you think about my outfit, or what you think about my hair, or what should I do? I feel like you can go to people for advice, but no one opinions matters but your own, you know. And that's what I'm working on right now, because I have looked for validation all my life. I have looked for validation in relationships. I look for validation from people, and I need to be looking for validation in myself. So yeah, I feel like, you know, the things we see is the things we start picking up on. And yeah, so I feel like that. But I feel like what I have learned this year, since going in my 20s, I have learned so much about myself that I feel like I didn't used to do. Like, I have set boundaries a lot with people, and I feel like boundaries is like really important. And I feel like I have let people walk over me all my life. I have people please so much in my life that I came to a point in my life is I matter. And if I don't want to do that, I'm going to set that boundary with you. If I feel like, if I don't like this type of thing that you're doing, I'm going to come to you, because I feel like we people please so much. We put people before ourselves sometimes. We forget who we are. We forget that our voice matters. Like, we forget that we matter. And I just feel like, you know, we should want to choose ourselves. I hate this. I don't think it's selfish, but I feel like you have to be selfish sometimes with yourself. You know, you have to put that time in you. You have to choose you first. And also another thing is I learned is, you know, that I'm a nice person. There's people out here that will take advantage of you if you let them. And I know that, like, you know, in my relationships, I love to just, you know, buy gifts for a person and show them how much I appreciate them. But I realize I'm not doing it anymore. Like, energy have to be reciprocated, and I'm big on reciprocation. I feel like I'm not about to let anybody waste my time or play with me, because you're just not about to waste my time. But I feel like in this self-discovery journey I'm on right now, I'm learning things about myself, things I want to work on, things I want to change to make myself become the best version of myself. And I know it's going to take time, but you matter. And if that person not texting you back, if they're not going a high mile for you as you're going for them, let them go. Friendships and dating people. Because I feel like you can give yourself everything that you're looking for in that person to yourself. So, let me see. Let's see what's the next topic. So yeah, this will be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys make sure you go in and tune into my recent videos, and that I was able to help many of you guys. I hope I was able to. Like I said, I'm not an expert of this, but I'm learning and growing. And yeah, so if you like more talking videos, make sure you comment down below, and make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment, and make sure that you tell people about my channel, because you know, y'all don't want to miss it. And make sure you turn on their notifications to know when my video drop, because I drop videos. Even though I'm working on being consistent, you know, it's hard to be consistent. But yeah, so see you guys in the next video.
I never knew that you be a freak and a friend too. Yeah, you into everything I'm into.